Good morning, Rabun County. It's Roger Glenn with Post Realty, and we are really excited to be here today with Jack Nolan, who is the restaurateur.
That is correct.
Of Fortify Kitchen&Bar and Fortify Pie. We're going to talk about that.
Yes.
But doing another in our series of features on Rabun County businesses and organizations. So Jack, thanks for taking some time to talk to us today.
Thank you, Roger. Glad to be here.
It's a Tuesday morning. Is the restaurant going to open?
No, sir.
Soon, or we are clear? Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
That's the only time that you will not find a line of people in a very busy place is on a day that they're closed. So, Jack, I thought we'd just start maybe talking a little bit about your personal history with Rabun County and your story and how you came to be here and how you came to be the owner, operator, CEO, and
All right. Short version is my first wife and her family had moved here. So I moved down here to be around them a little bit. They ended up moving a few months in, and this was in the year 2000, and I never left.
It's kind of a magnet.
It
is.
is.
It
I kept
hold
trying to go home to Ohio, and it just kept bringing me back every time. So I just gave in and stayed. I've developed a new life here.
Yeah.
And something else.
Well, we're real glad that you are.
Me too.
Now, most people probably know you kind of have the two different sides of the business, figuratively and literally, because right here on Main Street in downtown Clayton. But can you just kind of talk about the concept of the two restaurants?
Yes.
And
let's see. So Fortify Kitchen&Bar was our flagship. That is we wanted to do something that was approachable. So fine dining, but it's casual, come as you are, relax, just have some upscale food, farm to table as much as possible, gluten-free as much as possible.
Okay.
Just to, there's a lot of allergies out there. And then 2 years later, we decided to open up Fortify Pie, which is, we wanted something a little more casual than the fine dining end, so we went with the brick oven wood-fired pizza idea, and that seemed to take off. I mean, we had no intentions of ever opening a second restaurant here, but our first investor had talked us into it, thank God, because, I mean, look at it now, who'd have thought? So, yeah, we're really excited to have things right here downtown.
Yeah. One of the first places we ever came when we moved to Rabun County and sat at the bar and I think had pizza and watched a football game.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so it's awesome stuff. It's a good thing that it's not close to lunchtime because I'm already thinking about that pizza.
Yeah, exactly. I got some connections. We might be able to get you something
afterwards.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Well, recently there was a change in kind of the ownership structure and management, and I know a lot of people know about it. Can you talk about that just
Absolutely.
a little bit?
So in September, my former business partner, which was Chef Jamie Allred, and I had listed the businesses for sale. We had like a 5 to 7 year plan, I think, initially when we opened this, and never anticipated that it would turn into this big machine. Like I said, the second restaurant. We had listed them for sale in September, and I think our initial hope was that somebody local, somebody independent would come along, and they had not. A acquisition group out of South Carolina had a lot of money, a lot of cash up front. So they made an offer, we accepted. We went into due diligence, and while the money sounded good, it didn't feel good anymore.
Yeah.
So then we had a value on the business. So then I was able to make Jamie an offer. Thank God he accepted. And then we were able to keep Main Street local.
Yeah.
Just because so much of downtown, I think, is disappearing to out-of-towners. Not that there's any wrong with that growth, but I felt like we had to keep a little lock, on this little block down here. And just keep as much of the businesses local as we could. So
Yeah.
here we are. Now I'm sole proprietor.
Somebody's got their heart and soul in the business in addition to sort of blood, sweat, and tears.
Absolutely.
If you will. Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's great news. So congratulations.
Thank you. The community has been phenomenal ever since I put that news out. I mean, just the outpouring of support and love from the community has been tremendous. So
Yeah.
that just kind of confirmed that, we're doing the right things.
Yeah, well, every business community, if you will, so Rabun County has its fair share of transition, and those transitions in terms of who the entrepreneurs are become very important to sort of preservation of the culture and where we go. And we did a feature on the Beechwood Inn, have new innkeepers there, Tiger Mountain Vineyards.
I just met all of those new owners
Yeah,
last week,
there you go.
actually.
So you're not a new owner.
Right. Well, some people keep introducing me as a new owner. Is this a new owner? I'm like, I've been here for 8 years.
Right.
I'm just the new owner.
It's intended as a compliment.
It is.
Most people know, but can you talk about menu on both sides?
Okay. We try, like I said, to do as much as possible local. That's what we were founded on, was farm to table. So we try and work with as many local farmers as possible. Out of season, that becomes a little challenging, weather and whatnot.
Sure.
Corona hit, farmers went to the wayside for a while. They're starting to get back in, so we're starting to feature more and more of that. We love scratch made, and we don't pre-buy anything that's pre-made, or any sauces pre-made. Everything is from scratch.
Wow.
Same thing with pie.
Yep.
Mozzarella's homemade, our dough's homemade. Everything is from just from nothing to something incredible.
Yep.
So
yeah. So it's not just farm to table is not just a marketing slogan for you.
Well, not for us.
It's an operating.
It is, and originally we worked with about, I'd say, 30 local farmers when we first got started. So we're going to try and this year really get that number back as high as we can, and just incorporate those farmers locally in both places, both venues. So.
Into the business. That's awesome.
Oh.
And then what are your operating plans in terms of days going forward? Is Tuesday going to be the...
Yes, I've started with my core, my management team, and we're going to build from there out.
Yeah.
So I've started meeting with them weekly and to discuss, our future plans and days that we can open. And staffing is still a little bit of an issue.
Sure.
It's getting better and better. More people are coming out. So as soon as we have the proper staff in and trained, I think we'll probably open up Tuesdays at both places. So it'll be 6 days a week at that point.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome.
So I'm excited for.
I always like to ask for something new and exciting that's coming up in the future. Yeah, and I know you can't share all of it because it's classified.
Yeah. So pre-COVID, we used to do farmer dinners, featured farmers. So it'd be like Wednesday night, one farmer would come in, bring all their produce. We'd build a little menu around them. And it'd be kind of exclusive. It'd be 30, 40 people in the back room that could purchase, ahead of time, their tickets and whatnot. I think we're going to try and get back to some of that. We may do some pop-up lunches, where it's featured farmer, pop-up dinners, featured farmer, and that's about all I can give you right now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's pretty good. So takeout.
Yes.
Definitely have takeout for pizza.
Easy to do at Pie, yeah.
Yeah.
We offer it here. I won't say we frown upon it, because as long as somebody's getting Fortify, that makes me happy. I hate throwing our filet, into a to-go box and whatever, but if people can't come in, they can't enjoy it, I'd much rather them do that. So on the weekends, it gets a little hectic with to-goes, so we try and just do them early in the night, early in the week.
Yeah.
But you can definitely get to-go from here.
Now, and because you are so popular,
Yes, sir.
What about reservations?
I highly recommend making reservations. I mean, at least a week out, especially now with season coming and the fact that we are keeping Main Street local. We have been so busy. Just the outpouring of support from the community and whatnot. So you can do reservations on Open Table.
Yep. Okay.
Or you can go through our website, which will take you to Open Table, and then get in here.
Yeah.
Let us take care of you.
They've got a really cool website too, with a lot of good information and the menus and things of that nature, and events, and so great. Well, Jack, I appreciate your time.
Roger.
I know it's your day off.
It's all right.
But you're still Very busy
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
At this point, congratulations
Thank you
again
very
on,
much.
on being the sort of sole restaurateur,
Yes, sir.
and we look forward to a lot of the great things that are happening.
Thank you.
So if you have not been, so local people, eat local.
That's right.
Shop local,
That's
stay
right,
local.
that's right.
All these things are here as much for you as anyone else. And if you're visiting Rabun County and have never eaten at Fortify Kitchen&Bar, Fortify Pie, highly recommended. The reviews that are out there will testify to sort of the quality of the service, and the cuisine and the atmosphere is wonderful as well. So come on out, and then Jack, if you will join me, I always ask to say to the audience, we'll see you next time, Rabun County, but you have to wave.
Of course.
Of course, I do the silly wave.
See you next time, Rabun County.
There you go.